Good morning, Chairman. Morning, Commissioners. Max Brandow with the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee. Apologies I couldn't make it in person, but just wanted to call in and give some input. The Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee, we represent over 9,000 realtors and real estate professionals in the region. And just wanted to give some background because there's been a lot of discussion about housing. And we're actually in a unique position to actually have data on housing, supply levels, median prices, et cetera. But first, I want to backtrack and just talk about the last decade. The hot topic over the last couple of years has been affordable housing, and specifically the housing crisis. But it all started way before, a couple of years ago. One of the reasons we got into the housing crisis is because the decade following the '08 recession, and then this isn't unique to Manatee County, but across the country, the supply of housing lagged, and the supply built wasn't to the necessary levels to keep up with demand. So the end result was that we got underbuilding, and we've seen the last 5 to 6 years crisis levels of supply to meet that demand. So just for some context, housing economists suggest that a equilibrium market is about 6 months supply. So if you all remember when the market was white hot a couple of years ago, prices were soaring, et cetera, that was due to a lack of supply. Just for specifics, we had I think at our height, we had 0.8 month supply levels of housing. That's about a little over 3 weeks. So that's way under equilibrium. And there's been a lot of discussion that we have oversupply of housing. We have a gluttony of housing. Well, just for reference, we have 5.2 months of supply currently. So we're not even at equilibrium yet. We are just getting our feet underneath us in terms of supply levels. So, while the growth may seem drastic, we really, that's the market just meeting demand. And we're just at that point where we've met that demand. So I suppose our concerns with increasing housing costs is it could do one of two things. You could reduce the supply of inventory built, which, given supply and demand, is going to increase costs, or, which I believe has been mentioned a couple of times earlier, or the cost will be borne by the end user. These businesses will they're not going to take it on the chin. They will pass that on to the end user. And just for reference, the median price last month in Manatee County for a single-family home was $506,000. That's not affordable for a lot of people in Manatee County. So pulling these levers that could reduce supply or increase costs, we would just like to caution the Commission on putting more financial barriers to housing. And just to be clear, this isn't to say that the Commission shouldn't find ways to address infrastructure issues. We would just ask that the Commission address those issues without increasing housing costs. Thank you.